The sound of shattering
Oh my
glass
goodness,
echoed down
where
the
is my
pristine
Rolex
hallway of the
watch?
Grand Crest Hotel. Mr. Thompson, a man in his late 50s with an expensive suit and a temper to match, stood in the middle of his room, breathing hard, his face flushed with panic. "Where is it?" he shouted, tossing open drawers and flinging clothes onto the floor. "My watch, my Rolex, it's gone." The hotel manager, Mr. Harris, hurried in, his polished shoes clicking on the marble floor. "Sir, please calm down. I'm sure there's been some misunderstanding." But Mr. Thompson turned on him furiously. "A misunderstanding? That watch costs more than your car. I left it right here on the table this morning." Mr. Harris swallowed hard. "Who cleaned this room today?" His voice trembled slightly, knowing the answer. "Maria," came the soft reply from the front desk clerk, who had followed them up. Maria, the hotel's quiet and diligent cleaner, had worked there for 7 years without a single complaint. She was a widow with a son in college and was known for her kindness and precision. Moments later, Maria stood in the doorway, still holding her cleaning cart. Her eyes darted between the furious guest and her manager. "Mr. Harris, you called for me?" she asked, her tone respectful but uncertain. "Yes, Maria," Mr. Harris said carefully. "Mr. Thompson's watch has gone missing. You cleaned his room earlier today, didn't you?" Maria nodded. "Yes, sir, around 10 this morning. He wasn't here, so I just tidied up and left." Mr. Thompson jabbed a finger at her. "Don't pretend you don't know what happened. You were the only one in here." Maria's face went pale. "Sir, I didn't take anything," she said softly, trembling slightly. "You can check my things if you want." "Gladly," the guest spat. "Open that bag of yours." The room fell silent except for the rustle of cleaning supplies as Maria unzipped her canvas bag. Inside were neatly folded towels, sprays, and dusters. But then, something metallic glinted beneath a cloth. Harris reached in slowly and pulled out a gold Rolex. Everyone froze. Maria's knees nearly buckled. "That's not mine," she cried. "I swear, I've never seen that before." Mr. Thompson let out a harsh laugh. "Caught red-handed. I knew it. I want her fired immediately, and I'm calling the police." Tears welled up in Maria's eyes as she looked at her manager. "Please, sir, I don't know how that got there. You know me. I've worked here for years. I would never steal." Mr. Harris frowned deeply, torn between loyalty and evidence. "Maria," he said slowly, "until we figure this out, I'll have to suspend you." "But, sir," "I'm sorry. We'll check the security footage, but this doesn't look good." Maria covered her face, whispering prayers under her breath as 2 guards escorted her out of the hallway. Other staff members whispered from behind the reception counter, some shaking their heads, others whispering that maybe she'd finally cracked under pressure. Hours later, in the dimly lit security room, Harris sat beside the technician, eyes glued to the screens. Mr. Thompson stood behind them, arms crossed. "Play back the footage from 10 o'clock, he ordered. The video flickered to life. Maria appeared, pushing her cart into the room. She moved methodically, changing sheets, wiping tables, humming softly. Nothing seemed unusual. "She doesn't look nervous," Harris muttered. "Just wait," Thompson said, his voice dripping with skepticism. They watched her finish cleaning and leave the room, closing the door behind her. A few minutes passed. Then, to everyone's surprise, the door opened again. A young boy in a hoodie slipped in, no older than 16. He looked around nervously before heading straight to the nightstand. Mr. Thompson's face went slack. "Wait, that can't be." The boy pulled out a shiny watch, glanced at it, and then, shockingly, walked toward the door. The camera in the hallway caught him kneeling beside the cleaning cart Maria had left parked outside. He placed the watch gently inside and hurried away. Mr. Thompson's voice was barely a whisper. "That's my son." Harris turned to him slowly. "Your son?" The businessman's shoulders slumped. "He was with me this morning. I told him to stay in the lobby." "I can't believe this." The security officer rewound the clip, zooming in to confirm it. The evidence was undeniable. Mr. Thompson rubbed his forehead in disbelief. Oh my God, what have I done? Minutes later, Maria was called back. She entered hesitantly, eyes red from crying. Did you find anything? She asked quietly. Mr. Thompson stood up, his expression filled with guilt. Maria, I owe you an apology. She looked confused. Sir, he gestured to the screen where the footage played again. It wasn't you. It was my son. He planted it. I accused you without even thinking. Maria gasped softly, covering her mouth. Your son? Yes. I confronted him. He admitted it. He said he just wanted to see if I'd even notice. He was angry I never spent time with him. But that's no excuse. I humiliated you. Tears welled in Maria's eyes, but she managed a small smile. Sometimes people act out because they feel unseen, sir. I forgive him. And you? Mr. Harris exhaled deeply, relief washing over his face. Maria, I'm so sorry I doubted you. Please, take the rest of the week off with pay. Maria shook her head gently. Thank you, sir, but I'd rather just get back to work. I have rooms waiting. As she left, Mr. Thompson called out, his voice trembling. Maria, thank you for your grace. I'll make sure this never happens again. Outside the hotel, the sun was setting, casting golden light over the city streets. Maria walked slowly, feeling the weight lift from her heart. She whispered to herself, the truth always comes out. Back inside, the security camera flickered one last time, freezing on her peaceful smile before the screen faded to black. Was justice truly served for Maria? Tell us what you think in the comments. And if this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories that celebrate honesty and courage.